father gave her a set of books. How nice it is. Hey Ria, why are you sad? What happened to you? Please speak out. Uh, 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 Everyone is celebrating their birthday every year. But in our class, only I am celebrating my birthday in every fourth year. Why it is like this? Don't be sad, Ria. We all are friends. Listen, Ria. Your birth date is 29th of February, which comes in a leap year. What is mean by leap year, auntie? Listen, my dear. You have learnt about revolution of the Earth in class 5. Earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution around the sun. So tell me 6 4s are 24. That means one day. 24 hours means one day. So the month of February in the Gregorian calendar has an extra day every fourth year. In a leap year, February month has 29 days. So Ria, your birthday comes in every fourth year because your birth date is 29th of February. Now be happy and come for dinner.
Hello students, nice to meet you. Welcome to E-class. Myself, Smita teacher. In previous video, we have learnt about rotation and revolution of the Earth. The Earth takes to complete one rotation, that period is called as a day. Okay, and the period of time the Earth takes to complete one revolution around the sun is called 1 year. There are about 365 days and 6 hours in a year. Then what is meant by leap year? Leap year means in a Gregorian calendar the year is taken to have 365 days, and we have learned Earth takes to complete one revolution 365 days and 6 hours. Then what about this extra 6 hours? It means that it counts 6 hours less every year, right? That makes 24 hours or 1 day in every 4 years. Why after every 4 years 1 day is there? Because in 1 day 24 hours, right? 6 hours extra. We did not count every year in Gregorian calendar according to Gregorian year. So this 6 hours multiplied by 4, 6 4s are 24. So after 4 years there will be 1 day extra 1 day. That makes 24 hours or 1 day in every 4 years. To make up for this lost 1 day, the month of February in the Gregorian calendar has an extra day every 4th year. After 4th year, every 4th year, extra day is there. That year is called a leap year. So after each 4th year extra day we have added in for February month, that is 29th. That year is called a leap year. It has 366 instead of 365 days, and February has 29 instead of 28 days. Now we will see next paragraph. Do you know? You know that the length of a day and night is not always equal. If you will observe the time of a day and night, it is not equal. This happens because of the Earth's inclined. I have explained Earth's inclined axis. How? With the help of plumb line and the globe. This happens because of Earth's inclined axis and its revolution around the sun. In the northern hemisphere, between 22nd March and 23rd September, the days are longer than the nights. Therefore, it is warmer there. That is, it is summer in northern hemisphere. However, during this same period in the southern hemisphere, the nights are longer than the days. The earth gets less heat in these parts and therefore it is winter in the southern hemisphere. In previous video I have explained you about the earth's inclined axis, revolution of the earth, rotation of the earth, right? Northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere also I have explained you. Because of the earth's inclined axis and revolution of the earth, there is season on the earth. There is the cycle of the season on the earth. Okay, and because of rotation of the earth, there is the cycle of the day and night on the earth. Okay, are you getting? See, there is connection between rotation, revolution and the climate of the earth. Okay, there is interconnection. Why there are seasons on the earth? Because of revolution of the earth and its inclined axis. And why there is the cycle of the day and night? Because of the rotation of the earth. So I have told you now northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Okay, 22nd March and 23rd of September, the days are longer in northern hemisphere, right? Because of longer days, sunlight, this part get more sunlight, so it is warmer there. That means there is summer season, exactly opposite to the southern hemisphere. How nights are longer there, so sunlight is very less, heat, this part gets less heat, so there is winter in the southern hemisphere. Okay, now next we will see. In the period from 23rd September to 22nd March, the days are longer than the nights in the southern hemisphere. In southern hemisphere, days are long. It gets more heat and it is summer there. In this period, in the northern hemisphere, it is the night that are longer. The northern hemisphere gets less heat and it is winter there, exactly opposite. Okay, note that there may be differences in these dates due to the leap year. In India, summer, the rainy season and the winter are considered to be the main seasons. We also divide the year into 6 seasons, namely in Marathi. These are the Marathi seasons. Okay, so learn the spelling of it. Vasant, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant and Shishir. Your grandparents know these seasons. Okay, you have to learn the spellings of this. This cycle of 6 seasons is called the Ritu Chakra. Many of our festivals are connected with the seasons. Many of our songs and games are also related to the different seasons. Next one. Just we will revise the concept. Because of the Earth's inclined axis and revolution of the Earth, there is the cycle of the seasons. Okay, and because of the rotation of the earth, there is the cycle of day and night. Now next point we will see phases of the moon. Dear students, did you observe the sky in dark night? Have you observed the moon, the shape of moon? Yes, the shapes of moon is changing every day. Why this happens? What is the reason behind it? And what is the name given to the changing shapes of the moon that we see in the sky? What are the names of the days on which we see a round moon and on which we see no moon? We have learned the earth has one satellite, one natural satellite. What is the name of that natural satellite of the earth? Yes, moon. Moon revolves around the earth and the earth revolves around the sun. However, these two orbits intersects. Right? These two orbits intersects. The sun the moon and the earth are not always along a straight line. They are not always in straight line. We see half of the moon's surface which faces the earth. That is, from the earth we see only one side of the moon. So there is a change in the shape of the moon. On a full moon night, we see the entire side of the moon that faces the earth. On new moon night, we cannot see any of it. That is the new moon day. We have learnt that only the stars have their own light. Only stars have their own light. In our solar system, sun is the star of our solar system. The moon has no light of its own. We can see the moon because of the sun's light that falls on it. From the full moon to new moon, the illuminated part of the moon seen from the earth becomes smaller and smaller. From the new moon to full moon, it again grows bigger and bigger. These different shapes of the moon that we see are called the phases of the moon. What is meant by phases of the moon? From full moon day, you can see on full moon day in the sky, the shape of moon is like as ball, full, round in shape. Okay. From that day to new moon day, the shape of the moon becomes smaller and smaller. And exactly opposite, from new moon day, you can see there is no moon in the sky. On new moon day, you can see there is no moon in the sky. From new moon day to full moon day, it again grows bigger and bigger. These different shapes of the moon we see in the sky, it is called as phases of the moon. The lunar month and days. In Marathi we say Tithi. You know that it takes 14 or 15 days from new moon to full moon. This is the fortnight of the waxing moon. From new moon to full moon, that is the waxing moon. After full moon, the moon appears smaller and smaller. And after 14 to 15 days, it is new moon again. This period is the fortnight of the waning moon. What is meant by waxing moon and what is meant by waning moon? Listen carefully. Waxing moon means the period from new moon to full moon. It is called as waxing moon. It takes near about 14 to 15 days. And waning moon means the period from full moon to new moon. It is near about 14 to 15 days. That is called as waning moon. Thus, the period from one new moon to the next, it is of 28 to 30 days. It is called the lunar month. Lunar month means the period from one new moon to the next is of 28 or 30 days. 28 to 30 days, and this period is called as the lunar month. That is in Marathi a Tithi. Always remember, the rotation of the earth gives rise to day and night, and the revolution of the earth and the inclination of its axis give rise to the cycle of seasons. See here. Here some pictures are given of the phases of the moon. Students, what is meant by the waxing moon? The period from the new moon to the full moon, that is 15 days. It is called as the waxing moon. In Marathi, Shulka Paksha. And the waning moon means the period from the full moon to the new moon, that is 15 days, it is called as the waning moon. In Marathi, Krishna Paksha. The fortnight of waxing moon plus the fortnight of waning moon, that is the lunar month. What we have learnt in this lesson? The rotation of the earth causes day and night. Second, the revolution of the earth around the sun and its inclined axis together cause the seasons. The third, the revolution of the moon around the earth gives rise to the phases of the moon. Fourth, the period from one new moon to the next is called a lunar month. It has about 28 to 30 days. Fifth, the fortnight ending on a full moon is that of the waxing moon. The fortnight that ends on a new moon is that of the waning moon. Sixth, the days of the lunar month are called tithis. Tithi is the Marathi word. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe. Students, today we have finished this lesson. In next video, I am providing you the answers of the exercises.